Hey Roman, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Doing good. Wanted to ask, how do you feel your usage this year compares to how you were using the offense last year?
Definitely with the different coordinator, it's a little different, but I feel like I am still being put in situations to, help this offense. And, I actually talked to my coaches about that, just seeing how I can be productive for this offense. And I feel like they're doing the best they can to, make sure that we're all, put in positions to be successful as well. So I'm definitely happy to be here.
How is it different than last year?
When you play in the college system, they kind of rooted in the same thing, but there's a little bit of differences. I feel like, we throw the ball a little bit more than we did last year, which is, not a problem. That's just what we feel is going to help us win games, and that's what we've been doing. And, we got to find that formula that works for us.
Roman, Penn State leads the Big Ten in stopping the run. They're also number one in the conference getting off the field on third down. Coach mentioned earlier about their front seven. What is it that makes their mix special defensively?
I feel like their defense is really special just because they're really athletic and they get off the ball pretty quick. If you look at their scheme, they run a lot of blitzes as well. So we know that we have our work cut out for us in that aspect. I feel like it'll just be putting a body on a body this week and just living up to the standard that we try to set for ourselves. And I feel like if we can do that, it'll be a 4-quarter fight.
Roman, obviously the team has struggled on the field this month. As you guys flip the page to November, what's kind of your diagnosis of what needs to change to get back to your winning ways from earlier in the season?
I feel like if you look at the games that we've played, the last 3 games particularly, you see some good things and you see some bad things, but I feel like the bad sort of outweigh the good in a lot of aspects, and that's why we've been coming up short. I feel like there's a lot of good things that we put on film, and there's a lot of good things that we can take away from it, but we can't afford to beat ourselves, and we play in a conference where mistakes definitely come back to bite you. So we got to do a better job of just eliminating those mistakes and just capitalizing on the positive things that we have done and that we're going to continue to do.
Roman, Mike was telling us after the Northwestern game that players need to make plays. Just how much is that being reinforced in the locker room, especially among the leaders?
Yeah, it's definitely being reinforced a lot throughout the locker room, and from the coaches to the players and things like that. I feel like we're all on this stage for a reason. We all made it to the University of Maryland for a reason. We're all great players. We all were recruited by great coaches, and we're put in situations to flourish and do our best. So I feel like we're kind of selling the team short if we don't live up to that, and we all have so much trust in each other. So, getting back to this is the perfect opportunity for us to get back on the right side of things, and we need our playmakers to make plays, and I feel like we will do that this week.
Roman, a little bit more than 2 months ago, Mike had said that this program was ready to compete for a Big Ten championship. A couple minutes ago, he said, we're not there yet. Is it disappointing for you guys to find yourselves in this position that you're in now?
Yeah, it's very disappointing to be in the situation that we are in, especially with the high expectations that we had coming into the season. I feel like we have a great group of guys and a great team, and I feel like we are one of those teams that we kind of say we're good enough to beat anybody and we can be bad enough to lose to anybody any day. And, we want to build that consistency around here. So, in the near future, we're going to keep getting consistent and we'll keep working to get better so that, we don't lose games that we're supposed to win.
There's a stretch midway through last game where you guys kind of got into a rut in the red zone. What do you have to do to kind of keep that red zone efficiency up and avoid that, especially against as good of an opponent as Penn State?
Red zone is definitely important for both sides of the ball. I feel like when the field is shrunk, it's a little bit harder for offenses to get leeway in some aspects, and it can be easier for defenses or harder for defenses. So I feel like we definitely call the right plays in those situations. It's all about execution. Looking over some of the plays and stuff that happens in the red zone where we aren't successful, I feel like it just boils down to little details and little coaching points on each play that plays a big factor in the outcome. So now that we've seen that we have the power to make those plays and we have the power to be stopped on those plays, we have to get back to see what plays don't work and what ways we can make them better, or what situations we are favored in to be successful.
Wanted to ask, coaches talked a lot about the player-led leadership for your team in this last tough stretch? Where have you seen it from your team the most?
I've seen it a lot. I feel like adversity kind of reveals a lot. Coach Locks always talks about how winning kind of deodorizes a lot of things. A lot of things slip under the rug because, hey, we missed a lot of tackles, but we won. Hey, we dropped a lot of passes, but we won. But I feel like when you lose, those things are kind of put in the forefront. We lost because we dropped X amount of passes. You see what I'm saying? So I feel like being leaders on this team, we have player-led meetings where we kind of talk about what we want to push to the team or the message that the team is kind of giving us to get back to the coach. It's kind of like a bridge that kind of bridges the gap between, players and coaches, and I feel like it helps us to stay on the same page. So, over these last few weeks, we've been having, player-led meetings with Coach Locks, just kind of letting them know how we feel, what we've seen, and, how we want to move forward. And, after a game like that, we got to keep these guys together because, we definitely have the power to rewrite this script, but we have to all believe and we have to all, keep working to get it done. So just keeping everybody believing and everybody on the same page so that we can move as a well-oiled machine as much as we can.
And then with Talia, in this last few weeks, how have you seen his demeanor and how have you kind of seen him deal with the ups and downs of the season?
He's definitely made a lot of progress, over the last 2 years that I've been around him. 3 years, but the last 2 years playing, with him and everything like that. He's definitely made a lot of strides with that. He's real confident, and, he just has that winning edge. He wants to win so bad that, anything that doesn't go his way or things that don't go his way, you can tell it affects him. But he's definitely a leader for this team, so he knows being a leader for this team, he has to be, positive about everything, and that's how he's been moving about it. So when you have your leader doing that, it makes it easier for you to kind of overcome the situation that you're in. And he's positive. He's ready to attack the week, and we're following his lead, and we're ready to go as well.
Roman, in the last couple home games here, the operations folks have put up a Kevin James meme when the opposing kicker is kicking. Have you noticed it?
Yeah, I've noticed it. Yeah, they put it on the little jumbotron on both ends of the field. Yeah.
Do you have a reaction to it?
No, I just hope that the opposing kicker looks at it or something and misses the kick. That's pretty much my only thing when I see it.
Do you know who Kevin James is?
Yes, I seen. Why am I forgetting the name of the TV show? What? Not. Yeah, that one. That's with him and the wife, and he's like the UPS worker. Yeah, I like that. I like that show. That's my. Yeah.
Thank you.
Hey, Roman.
Hello.
How do you expect the home crowd to be coming this week with number 9 coming in?
I feel like we're going to do well with the audience that's there. I know we've seen that a lot of the students have, got their tickets and everything like that, and I know our family section will be really pumped to be back home. We had a couple of road games, and with the bye week, we haven't really played here in a little minute. So, we'll definitely have amped up crowd, and we're going to bring a lot of juice on the sideline as well, just to, try to stay amped and happy about what our situation is moving forward.
Thanks, Roman.
Thank you.